Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today I have a very special build which I do not know if it will work. I think it will. But I really want to bring back old school fire trap elemental proliferation. And I don't know if people have been doing it, but I mean, like, I want to see, like, big boy, massive AoE, if it's even possible, elemental proliferation. So here I have a build layout that I want to run by you guys, and I don't know when I'm going to get around to playing this, but I have to. You know, this is like my nature. This is my fire trap prolif, man. I gotta play it. And it's the full-on build, and I've been working around it for about an hour trying to figure out what to do. Actually, quite a few builds. So the next two builds I want to play is this character. There's the Veil of the Night challenge, which is like separate. It's not even a build. It's just like for fun. And then I want to remake my Lightning Striker as a champion and push him to 90. But anyway, this is what we've got for right now. So the two dividing lines before you pick this build is you have two subclasses you can choose between, and I personally don't know which one's going to be better. You have either Elementalist. Now, what Elementalist offers is it offers 20% chance to gain Elemental Conflux for 4 seconds. While you have Elemental Conflux, all your damage will basically chill, shock, and ignite. Furthermore, you get Beacon of Ruin, which gives you a Elemental Prolif for free. However, it's only 9 radius, opposed to regular Elemental Prolif being 12 radius. I don't know exactly how big that is for the 3 radius. But furthermore, this saves you an entire slot of, like, a spot. But furthermore, what it also does is Elemental Prolif reduces your damage by 21% as well, which this does not do at all. My biggest... Actually, no, you can't go Elemental Conflict. No. I was thinking you could go maybe, forgot what it's called. The extra elemental more elemental damage, but you cannot shock, chill, and ignite. I don't think that works with Shaper of Desolation, though. But anyway, so your choices here is between, basically, Elementalist for the free Prolif, and then getting, like, Liege of the Primordial, or if you want to go Coil, but we're going, this is YOLO AoE clear speed Carcass, alright? So fuck Paragon of Calamity. But you could go Liege of the Primordial, which gives you quite a significant boost of elemental damage, which all double dips. So that's one. The second one is, as you guys know, my favorite, the Saboteur. What Saboteur offers is you get Bomb Specialist, which is really annoying to use, but if you're trying to go for the AoE Boom Boom, this is the class to go. You get 4% AoE for each mine laid, and you can have like 9 to 10 mines out very easily by using Minefield, and you just put down 3 mines, and you have like a gigantic cluster. Furthermore, Chain Reaction gives 20% trap damage, and these all give elemental damage, so... Or these give elemental damage, so it cancels out what the other one gets. But you get 20% trap damage, you get 40% CDR, and 10% increased area of effect built into it. And this is all about AoE. So I personally am going to lean towards the Saboteur route. And then you get Explosive Expert, which is actually 8% penetration, which is not bad. It's really not that bad at all. Now, this is a build outline I have. It's probably going to change pretty heavily. I don't know if I need to come up here at all. This was mainly because I was going Witch, and if I wanted to go Witch, I have to grab Hasty Reconstruction. But this is kind of the overall layout that we have. It does actually look quite similar to the old school Fire Trapper. You know, it looks very similar to it, actually. And I think I could potentially pull this off, because by going Hexmaster, which I don't know if I'll need. I'm planning on running 2 curses. I'm going to use a Dodre's Ring, and I'm going to run, or Windscreams, or whatever you really want, and I'm going to run Flammability as 1, and Temporal Chains. Temp Chains is defensive, but also increases the amount of, it basically increases the Ignite. And if you're going a clear speed build, your goal is to continuously run through monsters. You don't want to ever stop. And as you're running through, the Temp Chains is just going to stay there. So I think Temp Chains and Flammability will be a very good setup for it. And it gets 180 life. You know, 180 life with, let's see how many jewels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jewels at 180 life. I think it's pretty solid. Again, this build does not have any defense mechanisms, though. This is like I said, the old school me. And I think it's a lot more fun to play a build like that, because you know you're gonna die. You know you're gonna die. Like, all my most recent characters are very tanky, and as fun as the game is, I don't ever feel like they're gonna die. Like, of course, if I want to get my characters killed, I can, but you force yourself into harder content because you can, not because you want to. But yeah, so basically the way I'm going to start this character, again, this whole top side here is still a question mark if I want to get it, because I can literally just clip all of it off right here. Because I'm spending 4 points to get 3 sets of notables. I don't know yet. So I'm going to start off Shadow, and we're going to branch through Elemental. Of course, unless I decide to start Witch, but we're going to start Shadow, branch through the Elemental, grab Trickery, grab our Life, potentially grab Coordination just for, you know, getting early Dex and Int. Move across through the Elemental Focus, which is actually really good for duration. Move down, grab Nullification, and I'll probably grab Clever Construction and High Explosives right away. Now, you could also come all the way down here. This is what I did, actually, with my variant. Instead of going the Witch route, I clipped off all of this, and instead I went down here to grab Master Sapper, like that. Alongside with the Life Heal, the Jewel, and the Frenzy. But I don't know if I have the points to do that, because I also grab Heart of Flame now, and I grab Celestial Judgment and Punishment. But continuing on anyway, I'm going to move across. I'm going to leave this alone. If you want to grab it, you can grab it. I still, again, I don't know if I need this. This is still the question mark. So grab the Jewel spot here, and we're going to go ahead and move through. Grab our Life and Mana. Blast Radius, our Jewel socket here. Move across, come up. Grab our Heart of Flame for our big boy deeps. Breath of Flames isn't necessarily too bad. It's definitely something to think about. Unfortunately, I don't really have the points to play around with right now. But move across, Elemental Overload, why not? Doesn't really matter. You know, if you want to use Overstorms, you can use this. It's literally 1 point. If you don't want to go this route, you could instead go the alternate and go 1, 2, 3, which is what I was thinking, and pick up Dual Curse right here. So that is also another option that you can do. And I was honestly thinking of doing that and just saying fuck it to Elemental Overload, because no offense, like, as much as I like this node, I feel that it's making the game very, very tedious. It's like the Enduring Cry all over again. It's like, well, if your build's not using it and you're not crit, you're not min-maxing, and it's kind of getting really silly. It's getting really old really fast, if anyone understands what I'm talking about. So I still don't know how I feel about Overload. I came down 1 point here to pick up a Jewel and to pick up Quick Recovery as well. And then move across. Holy Fire, or Explosive Impact is an absolute must for the radius of skills. I tried playing around and going into Sovereignty here, and seeing if I could run dual Blasphemy and Anger, but unfortunately I get to like 99-98% reservation, unless you want to go heavy on the build. But I want to try to make this a kind of budget character, so I decided to scrap that. Then I move down into here. Obviously you pick up your Templar Amplify, grab your life nodes. Templar is very important because you get 5% chance to ignite here, an additional 5% chance to ignite here. And that was the purpose of coming, you know, all throughout this area right here. Also, for people who are going to complain and say the build's too heavy on points, you know, you always got those people. I'll tell you what, we'll clip that out. We're at 118, and guess what? Clip that out, you're good. Now, granted, you're 145% life, so obviously you'd spec more life, but, you know, that's at 104 points now. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Is that actually cheaper to go this way? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's like the same thing. Wait, could I go 1, 2? Oh. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. What? That's trippy. You know I'm retarded. I didn't get Saboteur either. Here we go. Here we go. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. I thought something looked wrong there. I might even grab Growth and Decay then, just for extra regeneration. That looks better. I was like, what? All right. So that is pretty much what the character looks like right now. And again, I'm pretty excited for it. I really do miss Fire Trap. I've been trying to get Fire Trap to work for so long. I've been, you know, once a week I like look at the trees. I'm like, man, I miss Fire Trap. Like, all these new skills are cool and all, but you know, sometimes you want to go back to your roots. Sometimes you want to just play the old school stuff, you know? Like, the new stuff is too OP, man. It's PoE. I hate to say it, but like the power creep is, it was fun for a little while, but I want it to die down. I want the game to become a lot more punishing. I don't want the game necessarily to become harder. I want it to be more punishing. I don't want monster damage to be buffed. I would like to see, you know, skill damage reduced, or them being more tanky or etc. But yeah, so this is probably what we've got going for us right now. So I'll go ahead and PoE URL this and drop it in the description below. I haven't really thought of my links yet. It's probably going to be something really common. By the way, I did think of something super unique as well, just for you guys, you know, on the theory crafting side. So what I was thinking of doing as well is I was like, before I go over links, I was like, well, what if I try out Hierophant, because no one plays this shit class, right? And Hierophant, realistically, it's not much of a change. I just come in here and spend 1 extra point and then drop this, right? But with Hierophant, you would get skills from your helmet penetrate 20% elemental resist. All right, so Flame Surge goes inside your helmet now, assuming you're not using a Searing Touch, because then you just put it in your chest piece for a 5 link. But, you know, Flame Surge's single target for Fire Trap has always complemented it, and now it gets 20% penetration, so that's good. Your gloves have 20% increased AoE, so I was like, if Fire Trap goes inside gloves, what can I do? And I looked at Thunder Fist, and Thunder Fist gives a level 18 added lightning, which isn't necessarily that bad. Since you're scaling global elemental damage, you know, you do get some fire, but you could drop the fire and play around with that. You could go dual curse and run elemental weakness and flammability then, and that way you may be able to even get some shock, because you, not on bosses, just regular mobs and stuff, you could probably get some shocks, maybe even blues, maybe rares too. I don't, probably not rares though, and that would be pretty neat as well. So that was something else I thought of. You know, really trying to push for some creativity here. It's just really difficult. It's really difficult on this side of the tree sometimes. This side of the tree you have a lot more leeway, but this side still needs, they still need like one life cluster, like here or fucking here, like right here. I don't know, that's too close. Or here, maybe behind Volpack. I don't know. Some extra, like get rid of this. But that's pretty much gonna be it. So as for links, I was thinking obviously we're gonna go with Fire Trap, Fire Pen. So Fire Trap, Fire Pen, Trap and Mind damage is a must. Ink AoE is a must. And in my setup, Elemental Prolif, so that would be 5. I don't know if I'm missing something there. If you're going Witch, you'd probably swap Ele Prolif with Control Destruction, probably. I don't think Control Destruction double dips, though, which is the only sad panda part. It's still a lot of damage, but unfortunately, I do not believe it double dips. And Elemental Focus, that's what it was called before. I was thinking Elemental Focus would be really cool if it worked with Shaper of Desolation. I don't know how that works. If Shaper of Desolation works with Elemental Focus, then I honestly would say just because of that, then you could play Elementalist. If it doesn't, I'm leaning towards Saboteur. But that is going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. And I want to work on a new short series for PoE. I know every time I say series, I never do it. But PoE has been my main game for a while, and I want to just create something small and easy. You know, something unique to me. Everyone's doing these unique things now. I figure I gotta make my own unique spotlight. You know, I got a YouTube community too. You know, let's see what the viewers want. So that'll be not now, just in the near future. You know, you might see like a 1 of 5 thing, or rather than a series. I think when I create my guides, I'll just make my guides a format. Does that make sense? So that way I'm not forcing myself to put out content. It's more of just like each video or each guide I create will have like a 3-step process, which would be like, you know, video 1 theory crafting, video 2 progression, video 3 blank. But you know, we'll see. This is all for the future. Just things I'm thinking about, you know. But anyway, that's about it for the, you know, the 9th time trying to wrap this up. I will see you guys all tomorrow there, boys. And remember, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one, everybody.